What do women from all over the world and female orcas have in common? Stay tuned, I'm going to tell you. When I first realized I was going through menopause, I was sitting in my cubicle at work and realized that this sudden flush of heat was not the cinnamon tea. When I got home, I sat on my steps and cried. I really wanted my mommy. She had passed away by then, and so had all of my other female elders, and male elders for that matter. I really felt alone. But as time went by, an interesting thing happened. Once when I was sitting in a sewing class and I hastily pulled my sweater off in a hot flash, a woman on the other side of the room smiled at me. And then another time I was standing in line, pulling my hair up really quick, and another woman standing in line winked at me. And as time went on and I started talking more openly about it, I realized I was far from alone. I was in the company of women all over the world, from all walks of life, from a tribe somewhere to a New York high-rise. It didn't matter. Every woman who begins menstruating is going to go through menopause if she lives long enough. I realized that there is a real sisterhood in being a woman. I didn't feel alone anymore, and I wanted to celebrate my age for myself and for women all over the world. Did you know that in species it is very rare for an individual, male or female, to live past their reproductive years? There are a lot of questions and scientific ideas around this phenomenon, but a simple version is this. In mammals, there is a tiny handful of females who live significantly longer than their reproductive years and are thought to go through menopause. You've probably guessed that human females are one, and a few of the toothed whales. Of course, humans and whales are very different, but something that we share in common with our long-lived sisters is that in those societies, although they aren't truly matriarchal, the elder females play a significant role in the society structure and the well-being of the group. Older females have great worth to their societies. They have the experience of their years and often know where the best food sources are. In orcas and beluga whales, when times get tough and food is scarce, it is the eldest female that is looked to lead their pod and family to the best food source. And the same is true for human females. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, it was the elder women who knew really where the best food sources were, especially as the seasons changed. They knew where to find the best plants for medicine and how to use those plants as medicine. They provided a great service to their immediate family and also the extended family and the group. And they passed that information along to their daughters and offspring. Also, in humans and whales, the elder females can help care for the young in the group, thus better ensuring their survival, and at least in the case of humans, maybe even whales, not just survival, but so that those younger individuals can thrive. We see older females in other species exhibiting these traits as well, even though they're not thought to go through menopause. For example, in elephant society, it is a true matriarchal society, with the eldest and largest female leading the group. She knows how to lead her group to safety. She knows how to lead her group to food. She knows how to lead her group to water. Of course, there are other great things about menopause. We no longer have to bother with the monthly cycle that we used to have to take into consideration all the time. We don't have to worry about getting pregnant anymore. And we usually have more free time now that we're older and our children are grown or our jobs are done. As I mentioned, when I first started going through menopause and I started feeling and experiencing this connection with other women, strangers who I'd never even met, it really warmed my heart. And then later, when I learned that only a tiny fraction of species at all live past their reproductive years, and those species are human females and this small subset of female whales, I was fascinated. I've always been fascinated by natural science and by human behavior and humans and anthropology and all of those kinds of sciences. And what I know is that things that stick around are no accident. Things that stick around have value. Things that stick around matter. They are for the betterment of the group. So I can't help but feel that we're kind of special as females, as older females who live past our reproductive years, and that there is something really valuable in that. There's more research being conducted around this idea of individuals living past their reproductive age. And of course, there's many factors that might affect this. But the message is clear for me. As older females, we have a significant role to play in our families and in our societies. We not only have knowledge and wisdom, but as postmenopausal women, we are in good company. Let me know if you found this interesting or if you have other information about this. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day.